Here to respond, Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson. So, Senator, it's probably some stringer trying to land an exclusive of a juror for the Today Show. I get that. But they're putting people's lives in danger by speeding and running reds. But there's also something else. They're intimidating the jury, and they're saying the media is there. We're watching you. We know where you live. We're following you. And however you decide, you can be a good guy or a bad guy by the way we cover you. You agree with that?
By and large, I think what this trial has just highlighted is the vast divide in this nation. President Biden in his inauguration speech said his primary goal was to unify and heal this nation. He has not accomplished that goal. I wish he would have. But again, this trial is just bizarre in so many ways. You watch the coverage, for example, on Fox versus the coverage in CNN and MSNBC. It's like two totally different trials. I mean, how can people take a look at the same reality and come away with such different versions of it? But the crowds banging, making all kinds of noise outside the courthouse, blowhorns. I mean, it's got to be intimidating the jury. I don't understand why they didn't sequester this jury. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. This is not the way our justice system ought to work. Judges shouldn't be threatened. Juries shouldn't be threatened. There shouldn't be intimidation. And, Jesse, the other fact of the matter is, I know the mainstream media doesn't like to hear this, but we're not concerned. I'm sure Governor Evers didn't call up the National Guard in the event that Kyle is found guilty. It's only if he's found innocent. The same reason when they boarded up storefronts in major metropolitan areas prior to the November 20 election. It wasn't in the event that Joe Biden got elected. So the threats of violence primarily, not all the time, but primarily come from the left. And, of course, the mainstream media won't admit that, which just exacerbates the problem.
It's a very good point. And because you represent that state, tell me about the people of Kenosha. We're looking at a jury. They were picked from the town, the surrounding area, and they're taking a very long time, in my opinion, to give a verdict. They've seen a lot of evidence. They've seen a ton of video. Again, they asked for more footage. They're asking for more instructions. One of the female jurists asked if she could take home the instructions with her. Again, they should have been sequestered. I completely agree. But how would you describe the people in this community and the people in this jury?
Good folks that'll take the responsibility very seriously and render, I hope, a very fair decision. But it's could you blame them if they feel intimidated? That they're going to take an extra time and maybe factor that intimidation, those potential threats, in their decision. I mean, that's what concerns me. And and what's also tragedy about this is this trial shouldn't even be occurring right now.
Agree.
We should not have had multiple nights of riots. Had Governor Evers stepped up the plate, brought in the manpower that President Trump offered him, had he and his Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes not incited the rioters by, Governor Evers issued a statement saying, when he knew no information about the shooting. He said, what we do know, though, is this is not the first time a black man has been shot or injured or mercilessly killed at the hands of law enforcement. It was basically what he said. I mean, that's just inciting the riot, as did Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes. So they've been completely irresponsible. We never should have had the riots, not multiple nights of them, had they acted responsibly back in 2020.
All right. Senator Ron Johnson, thanks so much for joining Primetime.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.